he's off.
Nope, 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 nope.
Using the bucket, throwing from the run.
Nope.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? Today is the first episode in the new series called Learning from a Pro. As you saw from the intro, I have a lot of room for improvement. We're going to be starting off this series by analyzing one of my favorite pro players, which is TSM Subroza. After analyzing Subroza and what I think he excels at, I'll go over to some of my clips and we'll analyze that to see where I can improve. Actually, before we jump into it, my analytics say only about 69% of you aren't subscribed.
Nice.
So if you could do me a favor and hit that button, that would help me out a lot. Hopefully pretty soon we can get enough of you so I can start supplementing my habits of buying very expensive Valorant skins. Alright, let's get into the video. Today, in the first episode of Learning from a Pro, as you can see from the title, we'll be taking a look at one of your favorite pro players who has mastered the sheesh and wows us with Sky gameplay and sometimes Phoenix. Yes, Rosa ult himself, TSM Subroza. I've been watching Subroza since, TSM was winning pro Valorant games. And what's clear is that Subroza excels at two main areas: crosshair placement and positioning. Now, crosshair placement is an ambiguous term that is said a lot, especially in a bunch of YouTube videos, and it's kind of hard to quantify, but it boils down to a couple factors: pre-aiming and then holding for a swing. Now, of course, I can't simplify it just to two things, but for the sake of this video and time, we're just going to simplify it to those two areas. Now, Subroza isn't your typical flicky gamer, right? A lot of his aiming comes from great crosshair placement. Basically, Subroza's ability to predict how an enemy is going to move means that he doesn't really need to flick onto heads as much. He has to just wait till they come into your crosshair. Now, Subroza isn't the only pro that does this, obviously. It's kind of one of the fundamentals of the game, but I just think he excels at it so much and is something really interesting to take a look at for this video. So yeah, let's just take a look at Subroza's clips, try to analyze it, and then putting it into our game. Okay, so the first clip we're gonna see is a good example of two methods of crosshair placement. So first thing we'll do is just let the clip play out in full time, and then we'll kind of just slow it down and then go through it. So let's just watch the clip.
Four. Got it.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, I almost played a song killing the last guy for A's.
And there it is. Alright, so let's rewind this. So the first guy who peeks him right here, he sees two. This guy just whiffs. Happens. So he knows if someone's peeking him, that they can't peek him right here where my mouse is. They have to peek him here, and their head height is going to be close to this line right here. So you see his crosshair is perfectly at head level for someone that's standing on top of the pipe. So already that's pretty impressive to know where head level is on that object, really, but this is the most critical thing. So Subroza right now knows two things. One, if someone's going to come through this chokehold, what are they clearing first? They're clearing this. So they're going to be pretty close to this wall and have an understanding that this is not a 50-50. So they can clear this first, and then they'll swing over here to clear him out, right? Because they already know that the Sage died over here. So most likely somebody's going to wide swing him. Almost like 2 or 1.5 or 2 body lengths away, right? This gives him enough time to see the enemy. The enemy cannot stop because he's wide swinging. Subrosa pretty much is gambling that he's going to wide swing. And so all he has to do is click now, and the bullets will kill it. Small micro adjustment there, but pretty much that's all click timing. Here's another great clip of showing Subrosa holding for a wide peek. Again, we'll just play the clip out and then kind of analyze it.
One enemy.
So he crosses here. Again, where is his crosshair? Almost 2 body lengths out. Right? All he has to do is click. This one he actually tracks a little bit more. That's holding for a wide angle. He's still holding for a wide angle. He just moves here, so he has to actually track. And then he moves his crosshair over, not expecting the jet to stop, right? So he's pretty much shooting and dragging his crosshair across the screen. But again, everything is, his center of his dot is at perfect head level. All right, and then the next clip is going to be a little bit different for crosshair placement. It's not holding for wide swings. It's going to be holding close for people that are not really swinging on you, but kind of like shift walking. So let's just see how Subrosa handles this situation.
Fucking tile or some shit.
What's his name? Phoenix has a board.
He doesn't peek B main.
One enemy remaining.
And then look how he's clearing this angle.
Shoot the arrow as soon as you can.
Counter strafing every time he moves to a new angle.
Still in Mike or CT somewhere.
I'd be speedway.
While not a flashy clip, this kind of just is emphasizing my point. And then he just swings. Let's watch this swing again.
Market.
Where is he aiming right now? He's aiming right where Market is. Look at that. He doesn't have to move his mouse. When he's swinging around this corner,
Market, going for code.
he does not have to move his mouse, only a slight amount. He's not aiming over here or over here. He's perfectly peeking to this corridor, this door, this market door, right? So let's watch that kill on Jet again. You have a lot of angles to clear. So instead of clearing the whole of B main, you're taking this, not really an off angle, but an advantage angle where someone has to swing into you to clear, right? So even if someone's close to the wall here and tries to swing out wide, you can make that adjustment and they're probably not swinging towards you. And if they're trying to clear this angle first, then they'll be exactly where that crosshair is, which is what happens.
Fucking tile or some
Look again. He's not holding for a wide peek here.
I don't know, B main.
Because he's trying to find somebody flank. And ideally, flank will not just wide swing out of nowhere. So he's holding a really tight ankle because someone's probably shift walking through B main here, right?
Fucking
Again, look where his crosshair is. Now, when he was holding for a wide swing, it would be over probably here, right? But since it's close, it's almost half. It still gives a little bit of distance to see the player first.
tile or
If you're holding for somebody swinging, you got to place your crosshair a little bit wider than I think people realize, right? And if you're holding for someone that you either know is flank or shift walking, then you're going to hold it a little closer. All right, so we're going to take a look at 3 clips that I got from this past week, trying to focus on my crosshair placement and kind of go into the good, the bad, the ugly when it comes to my own gameplay. Obviously, my crosshair placement is not as good as a professional, but we'll see what I did well, you know, whether it's holding a wide swing properly and what I can improve. So we're not taking the best clips that I have, but we're taking, you know, some decent clips to show kind of just like how I play average wise, or a good round in an average game for me. That's it. Screen sent, following the entry fragger, breaking the judge. Get a nice flick. That raise is lost. And here's probably the best case of my crosshair placement. So right there, I get a Sova that I thought was going to wide swing. So my crosshair placement is like half between what it should be for wide swing. If it's going to be a wide swing, it might be like closer to the edge of this. But since I have a smaller crosshair, I can see a little bit before. So I guess it's not the worst crosshair placement, but for some reason he was just trying to jiggle that angle. I'm not really too sure, but that's what I was doing. So we'll let it play out.
Go out.
100. Heal.
One enemy remaining.
Found one.
So I'm very low over here. My teammate's full HP. I'm baking off my teammate Livy.
Molly it.
She's playing a very bad angle, but I don't realize that.
Last player standing.
Relies on the 7 HP guy to clutch, right? Kind of normal rank stuff. So let's go through this. Now this is a normal trade. Letting your entry go in. While he's distracted. Where's my crosshair? My crosshair is in a terrible spot. Look where it's at. It's aiming at the box. What am I aiming at? You know? I'm not even head height. I'm shoulder height. I'm aiming at this box. Really, I should be aiming where he is right now. And this jet probably wouldn't have taken a couple shots. But I made the adjustment.
Go out. Out.
I try to go for a heal. Now, unfortunately, Sky is not really useful there. You can't just like blind around the corner because you blind your teammate. So, I just decided to swing the Serenos, feeling good. Got a lucky dink. And then here's like the only time that I really use abilities to get an advantage during this round. Cabbage. I see that two are both towards CT. So it was ulting right now. And I know Sage just broke that, so she has to be close. So I do a quick flash. And she's full blind. That's the easiest kill you'll ever get in this game. So for some reason, chooses to do that instead of going for the planner. That's fine. 25 HP. I do not know how I live here.
Sky's
Molly it.
Again, what am I aiming at?
Last player standing.
However, I make up for all that bad crosshair placement at the start of the round to have a great prediction. Now, I don't really know what angle he was trying to clear there. If my killjoy was there, maybe he thought I was this box right here to the right. But he really was confident that I was at this box. So I'm not really too sure what he was doing. You know, if he swings out like close to this wall and this way, then I feel like he would kill me here. But he swings out a little bit farther back behind that wall, and my crosshair is right where it needs to be, so it's all just click and shoot. Anyway, guys, hope you all enjoyed, and if you made it to the end of the video, please comment Rosa alt just to see if you made it or not. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys like this new series that I'm trying to do. If so, leave a like, and as always, subscribe if you're new. Thank you to all the new recent subscribers. I really appreciate it, and thank you for watching the video. See ya.